campaigning for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's return as the party's 2028 flag bearer, while he claims 65 minority legislators are already backing the former vice president, describing him as the leader Ghana needs in these challenging times.
Jumping the gun. I, as the representative of the people of Mampong, it is my position and my conviction as their representative that, again, in the circumstances, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stands tall and taller and tallest of all those who have, as at now, indicated their interest to contest the flag bearership of the party. It is not a question of having consulted your constituents, because once you elect me and I go out there, it is not every decision that I'm going to make that I'm coming to come and consult you. Otherwise, I will be in consultation, 24-hour consultation mode throughout. It is not going to be possible. There are certain matters that you go and discuss with them. There are certain bases why I took the decision I took as the MP of Mampong to support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And when I go back and I start engaging my community, I am going to tell them. But I can also tell you something. You go to my constituency today. The mood is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That I can tell you. Any good leader, you must have feelers, right? To feel the pulse of your constituents. You must know where they want to stand. So some MPs have not been able to come out openly because the feelers in their constituencies are not that clear-cut. Mine is clear-cut. It is in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's mood. It is in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's mood.
Well, however, Professor Al-Hassan Suleiman of the University of Ghana's Sociology Department says despite strong support from all 137 NPP MPs and former ministers and also top party officials, Dr. Bawumia was still unable to secure victory for the NPP in 2024. He argues that Kennedy Japan remains the NPP's most viable option to win the 2028 elections.
Today's situation where some MPs have gone to show support for the former vice president, it cannot shake us. If the whole government, all the MPs and the ministers and the CEOs supported him and that didn't help, how less a section of 88 MPs? Well, MPs, we all vote the MPs. I mean, I went to vote, so my MPs is in parliament. But the question is, so I have an MP. Does he control me? That's the question. How much do MPs control their constituencies? We can't guarantee. And indeed, if you had 137 MPs supporting you the last elections, did they control their constituencies to get you the numbers? So I think you should be worried that yes, I had it before, more than today, and yet I didn't get there. And now a section of them are saying, yes, it is you again. He should be a bit concerned if I were him. I support Ken because, I'm a lecturer here, a professor of sociology. I always say that if you look at those students we graduate every year, last year, all of you, every year we churn out many graduates. Where are the jobs for them? No jobs. But you look at those who are contesting to govern this country, and Ken tells you that, and we can all see that this man has been able to create jobs for people, as many as 7,000 jobs, one person. So imagine he being the president. He can create more jobs for people and solve Ghana's canker of unemployment.
Now, away from the NPP flag bearer race, road safety engineers in Ghana are adopting automatic speed monitoring and enforcement systems to reduce fatalities. Well, this initiative is part of a renewed commitment by the Building and Road Engineering Institute in partnership with Bloomberg Initiative for Global Road Safety. While traditional methods like radar guns are being replaced by loop detectors and surveillance cameras, which operate continuously and detect speeding in real time. This also helps to track offenders through a reliable database. Josephine Sego reports.
This was highlighted at Bloomberg Stakeholders Data Use Workshop held in Kumasi, where expert insights shed light on the critical need to tackle overspeeding through technological solutions. While issues like helmet usage and seatbelt compliance remain important, speeding has emerged as the most pressing threat. Chief Research Scientist at CSIR, Engineer Francis Afuka, stressed that the BRRI has been monitoring vehicle speeds and behavior since the Bloomberg initiative launched in Kumasi in 2019.
It came to Kumasi some 5 years ago, since 2019. And it was there, Bloomberg, to give an assistance to the KMA to improve safety in Kumasi. That is reducing fatalities and injuries.
In 2024 alone, Kumasi accounted for 51% of road traffic deaths in Ghana, with 64% of the victims being pedestrians. The data also revealed that most pedestrian fatalities were caused by saloon cars, SUVs, and pickups. Recent data indicate that speeding violations have consistently ranged from 30% to 35% since 2023, with a recent spike of 3%. Moreover, speeding is more prevalent during nighttime hours from 6 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock a.m. when fatal accidents tend to occur more frequently. Dean of CSIR, Engineer Professor Williams Aka, emphasized that the institute is shifting towards automatic enforcement mechanisms due to the practical limitations of manual enforcement.
Speeds vary according to the time of the day, but because of security reasons, we were unable to use the manual speed guns to collect data over the 24 hours. So what we did was to pilot what we called automatic loop detectors, which are sensors installed within the road network and is able to measure vehicle movements. We should support the efforts of the police with automatic methods, surveillance cameras, which we can install at locations where we've identified that the crashes are as a result of excessive speeding, and when we install them, we show that the number of crashes in the country will drop.
Global Program Manager at Johns Hopkins International Injury Research Unit, Dr. James Kumwenda, stressed that education without enforcement is entertainment. He emphasized that improving road safety requires collaborations among multiple stakeholders, including driving schools, law enforcement, road engineers, and government agencies.
One statement that we like to say in the Bloomberg Philanthropies Initiative for Global Road Safety is that education without enforcement is entertainment. So we have to take a collaborative approach where, say, today we were engaging the driving schools to say how do we better train our road users. But we also engage enforcement colleagues, we engage infrastructure colleagues, and other folks who are key stakeholders when it comes to road safety.
The integration of automatic speed monitoring systems such as loop detectors and surveillance cameras was identified as a vital next step in reducing fatalities on Ghana's roads. The experts unanimously agreed that the lower the vehicle speed, the lower the risk of death. Reporting for Joy News, Josephine Sego.
And now to our break. Over 6,000 women in 5 cocoa-producing communities in the Ashanti and Central regions have been empowered with logistical support to reduce post-harvest losses. It follows a preliminary assessment which discovered many farmers who grow rice in addition to cocoa, especially females, lacked modern agro-processing tools to cultivate and harvest cocoa. This has contributed to the country's failed attempts to reach rice self-sufficiency targets in 2024. There's more in this report.
Ghana anticipated to reach rice self-sufficiency in 2024, but this failed to materialize as the country currently has low production levels below market demands. Aside from the environmental impact on production, logistical challenges continue to fraught the rice value chain. Care Ghana, in partnership with Cargill, provided over 6,000 women in cocoa-producing communities with agro-processing equipment. Samuel Apana is the country operations and sustainability manager at Cargill Ghana.
We have provided them with rice threshers, provided them with tricycles, to be able to move their products around so that they were able to produce in large quantities, produce efficiently, and be able to earn decent income to support their households. We also believe that when women are economically empowered, the issue of child labor is addressed, because poverty is one of the key issues that contribute to child labor within the cocoa supply chain.
The participating communities included Kofro Camp, Kedi Sreso, Pasoro, Aigbo, and Tankwase. The women received 3 rice threshers, 10 tarpaulins, 5 weighing scales, and 5 motorized tricycles. Godfred Apia Echampong is the Shanti Regional Director of the Food and Agric Ministry.
As highlighted in the project's recent market assessment, the lack of modern processing equipment remains one of the biggest challenges faced by women in agro-processing, especially within cassava, rice, and palm oil value chains. These tools will enhance efficiency, reduce post-harvest losses, and open up access to better markets.
Launched in 2016, the Promoting a Sustainable and Food Secured World project seeks to strengthen inclusive governance, enhance women's participation in decision-making, improve food and nutrition security, and access to education and child protection. Zakaria Yakubu is the head of programs at Care Ghana.
So the project has so far mobilized over 888 women groups who are now mobilizing resources through the SUSU group called VSLAs. Apart from the formation of VSLA to enhance lending activities among the groups, we've also trained the members in various entrepreneurial skills, because we want to promote entrepreneurship among women in the cocoa growing areas.
The project has since reached over 77,000 participants, 60% of whom are women. Some beneficiaries spoke to Joy News. Producing rice in Ghana comes with a lot of drudgery. Sometimes when we harvest the rice, we have to put them on a cloth, and when the rain sets in, it destroys them. These tools will help us a lot. We are grateful for these tools. It is going to go a long way to help us. For Joy Business, my name is Emmanuel Bright Kweku.
Let's move away from agric. Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akanda says 43% of deaths in Ghana are now caused by non-communicable diseases like diabetes, cancer, and heart conditions. He says urgent action is needed to tackle the growing threat. The minister made the call after receiving a 1 million cedi donation to the Mahama Cares Fund.
Senior officers of all 11 agencies under the Interior Ministry, including the Police, Fire Service, Immigration Service, among others, contributed the amount of 1 million Ghana cedis that was donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Mahama Cares, at a ceremony at the Jubilee House. In his speech, President Mahama revealed that Cabinet has approved the Mahama Cares bill for transmission to Parliament. He says parliamentary approval will open the door for the appointment of trustees to administer the fund.
I'm happy to say only yesterday, Cabinet approved the bill for onward transmission to Parliament. So once Parliament passes it into law, then it opens the way for us to appoint the trustees. And we're going to appoint independent trustees, people who are distinguished and well recognized in this country, to administer the fund. And so there will be trustees, independent of government, who would directly administer the fund. We've made arrangement for funding, and as we said, the funding will come from the uncapped portion of the National Health Insurance levy.
Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akanda raised concerns about the growing cases of non-communicable diseases in the country, revealing that they account for approximately 43% of all deaths. He stressed the urgent need to tackle this growing health threat.
We all know the rate at which the non-communicable diseases are killing our citizens. As I speak to you now, about 43% of our mortality is attributable to non-communicable disease, and we must have a solution to this monster in the room.
President Mahama also says 1 billion cedis will be used for the retooling of state security agencies. He expressed worry that the last set of fire tenders was purchased 9 to 10 years ago, and one of the priorities is to acquire new fire tenders. The short code to donate to the Mahama Care Fund is *255#.
I managed to squeeze the Minister of Finance hand behind his back, and we'll get a budget of 1 billion cedis for retooling of your various services. Fire service needs fire equipment urgently, and I don't, let me say, I empathize with my sister here. When the fire service arrives late, people get angry, but they just don't have the fire tenders. The last set of fire tenders were bought almost 9 years, 10 years ago from Professor Mills's time. There's not been a retooling. Most of those tenders are broken down. So I urge the public to be patient with our fire officers. They are working under difficult circumstances.
Still on Mahama Cares, a non-governmental organization, Ghana Foundation for Sickle Cell Gene, is calling on the Mahama-led administration to include full coverage of sickle cell treatment under the Mahama Cares initiative. Executive Director Victoria Awochumesi said this would help reduce the financial burden on patients. She was speaking during the free sickle cell screening exercise organized for over 400 pupils of Akwebu Basic School in Jansamana, as part of activities marking this year's World Sickle Cell Day.
June 19 is marked globally as World Sickle Cell Day. This year's theme, Global Action, Local Impact, Empowering Communities for Effective Self-Advocacy, highlights the need to elevate the voices of those affected by the disease. In Ablekuma West, the Ghana Foundation for Sickle Gene Action held a free screening for hundreds of students at Akwebu Basic School, where patients and families shared emotional stories. Among them was George Jido, father of 17-year-old Caleb Jido, who has battled the condition since birth.
Caleb had his first stroke in 2011 when he was just 3 years old. Since then, he has had several episodes of strokes, seizures, and with extensive brain damage due to repeated strokes and convulsions. Caleb has had several blood transfusions, iron overload management, multiple surgeries, and numerous infections. As a result of this, Caleb is not able to go to school. He's not been able to do anything for himself. He needs a caregiver for him to be able to do his daily needs. Sickle cell disease means, to me, it means hospital bills. Whatever comes goes to hospitals. You either buying this medicine or paying for this treatment. That is how life has been for the past 14 years.
The acting superintendent of the Dansoma Polyclinic, Dr. Na Kola, says limited screening is undermining efforts to combat sickle cell disease.
At Dansoma Polyclinic, we do see about 1 in 100 patients would present with sickle cell. We have sickle cell, SC, SS, the varied forms that we see. More commonly, those who come in crisis would be the SS genotypes. But we do also realize that this may be an underestimation, because generally people tend to come only when they are in crisis. We don't tend to see them a lot coming in for screenings unless you are lucky to get someone coming in for premarital screening.
The executive director of the Ghana Foundation for Sickle Gene Action, Victoria Awochumesi, who led free screening for over 400 students at Akwebu Basic School to mark World Sickle Cell Day, urged the government to fully absorb treatment costs under the Mahama Care and the National Health Insurance Program.
There's a huge burden of the disease on parents and families. So we're appealing to the government, particularly our president, John Dramani Mahama, and the Mahama Care Program, for them to adopt most of the care burden on families with sickle cell disease. They need the medication, which is hydroxyurea, is currently on healthcare insurance, but it's not always accessible in our facilities. So we need more to be done to make it available for parents to access the medication. The preventative testing and screenings, such as hydroxyurea to detect early signs of stroke, is not available on health insurance. So we need that to be taken on as well. Blood transfusion, a huge part of sickle cell disease care. So we need the cost of burden of that to also be taken on, as well as the x-rays, blood tests, and all the associated treatments that oftentimes parents have to bear costs for when they are caring for somebody with sickle cell disease.
The Ablekuma West Municipal Director of Health Services, Valerie Osei-Tutu, emphasized that beyond raising awareness, early detection and tackling stigma are critical in the fight against sickle cell disease. For Joy News, Carlos Caloni, Dansoman.
Oh, I have some exciting news for you. The blueprint to your dream home just got a little closer. The Ecobank Joy News Habitat Fair Clinic is officially underway. Day one at the Achimota Mall was nothing short of amazing. Exhibitors, both seasoned and new, opened up about how the platform has boosted their brands and what they are offering patrons this year. My colleague Jacqueline Asomayoba has more in this report. Read to you.
Patrons were greeted with a wide range of home and construction solutions, from roofing to furniture, financing to finishing, all under one roof. Speaking to Joy News, relationship manager at Multimedia Bright Kovo gave a glimpse of what to expect throughout this year's clinic.
This weekend, we have assembled everybody who is into the Habitat Fair space, who is providing any kind of service, selling any product relating to home ownership. You could be a prospective homeowner, or you have a home already. Everything that you need to put your home comfortable is here. If you are in Koforidua, please get ready. We are coming to you at Koforidua. We will be in Tema, we will be in Accra Mall, and then in October we'll crown it all at the Accra International Conference Center.
First-time exhibitors share the excitement about being part of West Africa's biggest housing fair, describing it as a golden opportunity to introduce their brands to a broader market.
This is our first time. Okay, now how does it feel? Because this is the 16th edition of the, this is the 16th edition. And how does it feel to be part this year?
Wow, for what I've seen so far, like, I'm really loving it.
And today happened to be our first time as Move Now Limited.
That's nice.
We have a lot of expectation to meet more of our target market here.
Meanwhile, returning vendors were full of praise, saying previous editions brought not just exposure, but real business connections and outcomes.
Joining Multimedia or Ecobank Habitat Fair has been quite a journey. Last year, we got some sales. We were able to get clients to generate leads, which resulted in sales. So we are hoping for meeting different prospective clients this year.
Been with Multimedia Joy Prime for 5 years now. Experience is very splendid, very wonderful. I mean, it's been amazing getting more customers there. It's so nice. So we look forward in partnering with you people for long. I mean, it's a good initiative, trust me.
With day 2 just beginning, the fair is already proven to be more than just an exhibition. It's where home dreams meet real solutions. Jacqueline Ansamayabo's report, read to you.
Well, let's now cross over to my colleague Jacqueline Ansamayaboa. She's live at Achimota for more on what's happening on day 2 of the fair. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, Puma. Good afternoon to you.
Yes. Jackie, I'm finally ready to build my 3-bedroom house. What options are available for me at the fair today?
For day 2 of the Ecobank Joy News Habitat Fair, it's underway, the mini clinic, and it's exciting here. We've had a lot of patrons pass through. We started around 8 a.m. this morning. It is expected to end around 8 p.m. tonight. It's not ending tonight, I mean for today, but it continues through to tomorrow too. But then we want to speak and engage with some of the exhibitors here right now. We've spoken to a lot, but currently I'm right at Drive EV Ghana. And Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi. Pleasure to meet you.
I know you are a first-time, exhibitor joining EcoBank Habitat Fair. How has it been for you?
It's been good. We've got a few calls. A few people are interested, so it's good for us.
Definitely. Yeah, but then, so these are the electric vehicles, I presume?
Yes, we'll have all these cars we have here are all electric vehicles.
Okay, so can we have a look?
Yeah, sure thing. You want to come in and sit in?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let me pass here so that you'd show me. All right, sure. Okay. Okay, so this is the electric vehicles right here at the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. This is my very first time sitting inside these electric vehicles. Looks sleek. I've been feeling so hot out there. It feels great to be inside these cars. And the interior is right on point. Okay, so we'll get to find out more. So tell me more. But first of all, how much is this car going for?
This car will average at around $55,000.
Okay.
Yes.
But I presume there's a payment plan, right?
So we have a deal with your main sponsor, which is EcoBank, where customers can actually buy the car on hire purchase. So the bank will loan you money, they'll buy the car for you, and then you pay them monthly over a period of 5 years. And it's a very good deal at 15%. We have other financial institutions we work with, not just EcoBank anyway.
Sure. But why electric vehicles though?
We are sustainable. We believe in sustainability, what we can do for the environment, and also the savings that the electric cars can offer to the clients. Because with this, you don't have to buy petrol, there's low maintenance. So in long term, you save a lot of money whilst you're saving the environment. So it's just a sustainability thing, really.
Definitely. This car looks good. The interior is brand new and all that.
We only deal in brand new cars, no second-hand business, brand new cars. But the good thing is our brand new cars will give you a good deal because they will give you less than what you pay for if you're buying any other brands for the same value.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Someone was whispering to me, can I get a little bit of discounts? There's no discounts here. Oh, they are.
Little discounts because the margins are tight, but we do the best to make the customers happy. So just come in, come see what's available. I'm sure everybody will see something they like. The only question is, can you afford it? And we have finance to do that. So yeah, people should turn up.
Okay, well you just had from the owner right at Drive EVGH. I think we'll just take a look at the other cars there too. Yeah, so these are the cars that are up for sale right at the Achimota Retail Center, happening live here. And just as he said, this car is going for $55,000 US. And okay, so there's more.
So that's the beauty of our cars. You don't see any engine. There's no servicing to be done. You don't have to change oil. You don't have to change filters. None of that. So maintenance cost is really.
So in case anyone, in the long term, someone develops a fault with the car, what do they do?
So that's the beauty of Drive EVGH. We have a full-scale service center, properly equipped, top-notch. Yeah.
So everyone watching right now, you see that we don't see any of the engine wahala that we see with the other cars. This is the beauty of driving these electric vehicles right here. And all you have to do is just pass by the Achimota Retail Center for yours. That's 55,000. We see other ones too over here too. Yeah.
That is the XPeng P7 Plus, and now we're going to look at the XPeng P7 G6. We have various ranges of cars, right down from $20,000 to $250,000. So we have everything for every person. So they just need to turn up, and they'll see something for them. This is around 54, I guess. I'm not too sure of the numbers. There's so many cars. I'm not too sure of the numbers.
All right, let me get closer here and have a look inside this one. I'm just exploring these cars. Okay. Wow. I love the interior. Looks good.
That's the beauty of EVs.
Yeah.
They're all very classy, very spacious, and they're packed with technology.
Yeah.
That's the main strength of electric vehicles. Yes. And this car can actually drive to Kumasi and back with less than 150 cedis of electricity. Yeah.
I'm stunned.
Yeah. It's got wireless charging. Some of them have refrigerators. This one particularly doesn't. But you can see it's so spacious inside, spacious outside. Pure panoramic roof. The sitting in the car is not hot.
It's not.
And you see, we walked.
It's been in the sun since I got here.
Yes. So that's the beauty of these cars. They're packed with technology. They are high tech, and they're really cool, and they're fun to drive. Best driving experience guaranteed.
I think whoever is watching this right now has already gotten enough of information when it comes to driving these electric cars, and you don't need to be told off. You need to come here at the Chimota Retail Center, pass by Drive EV Ghana, and get yours. It's affordable. I mean, if it's not affordable for you, there's a payment plan with EcoBank.
And it's brand new with warranties, so you don't have issues with repairs, you don't have issues with faults, you don't have any of that. So we can guarantee you 3 years of warranty and a full service from us, and maintenance from us. And we're also out for charge stations as well across the country. So if not, why not?
I mean, if I'm driving long distance, moving to any other place, I could just get any of your stops to just charge them.
We're building them now. We're looking to put one on the Kumasi Highway, one on the Cape Coast Takoradi Highway, one from here to Aflao. We're looking to do them all the way to Alubo, Aflao, and across the country. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll definitely get interactive with you later on.
All right. You want to see the one next door?
Yeah, let's have a quick look inside that one too. I mean, I'm pretty sure our audiences right now will still have a look inside the other one too here. Let me okay. All right. Everything is electric. Okay.
So with this,
yeah,
we can show you. This is also an electric vehicle.
Sure.
It's a hybrid version, so it has an engine in it though.
Okay, so this is a hybrid one.
Yeah, this is an extended range electric vehicle. Oh, okay. So you can do up to 1,300 kilometers. Yeah. So
this one goes for?
This is expensive. This is in the Land Cruiser range. So let's assume Land Cruiser is about 150. This will go for around $120,000. So as you can see behind here, it's got 2 captain's chairs, 2 chairs. So it's a 7-seater. Yeah. So it's a proper SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect for a family. If you're traveling with your family and all.
Perfect for a CEO. Yeah. Perfect for any big man there is.
Perfect for myself. Alright, so I mean, everybody has heard all about these electric cars that we have right here. All you need to do is just pass by, make enquiries, and purchase yours. There's a payment plan with EcoBank. You could just, if only you receive your payment through them, you save with them. All you need to do is just pass by and make enquiries and grab yours. But then, apart from Drive EV, we have other brands that we would like to engage here at Machimota Retail Center. So currently I'm with Door Masters. Hello, Door Masters. How are you?
I'm good. How are you too?
I'm good. How's it going?
It's going good. I mean, what we expected, we are seeing that. With the leads that we expect to get, they are coming in. First of all, we'd like to thank all those who are here, and then they are making it look good. So, yeah, we're okay here.
Okay, so someone who is building a house, I mean, I'm a newbie. Let me know the type of doors that you think would befit the house that I'm trying to build.
Very good. So you should understand that you should speak to consultants first. Okay. If anytime you are building any form of apartments, whatever it is, whether it's commercial or residential, you are speaking to experts or consultants. That is why we are the best in doors. We are consultants first before we are door sellers. If you are a newbie and you want to buy your door, first of all, you need to know the estimates, the size estimates for your door, whether it is a single, 1.5 or a double. Okay, and with that you may not know that until maybe your mason tells you or your installer tells you. But when you come to Door Master, what we do is we make sure that we understand, we have a full glimpse of how your door space would be like. That is the first thing you should know. Before, we are also looking at the weather. Okay, whether your door will be exposed to weather conditions and all that.
Oh, that is also required.
Oh yes, it is very much required. You may be building in a water
locked environment, yeah.
And then you may be using a door like a wooden furnace door. It is going to spoil the door. That is the rain. Okay. And with that, you need to speak to consultants. Now that you are currently at Door Master, we have come up with a wide range of security doors, royal and special series doors that are actually waterproof, right? And then weather friendly. If it happens that you are building a water dense place, you know that you are safe with our special and rare series store. So that is it. You make sure that you are speaking to consultants and then seeing where you are building. That is the most important thing as a newbie.
So it means that before I get a door, I need to speak to a consultant first, and they would then let me know that where my building is, if it's waterlogged, and the kind of doors that would be needed for the place.
Exactly, rightly so. So you should know that if maybe you're in a coastal area or you are in a place where it rains so much, you should make sure that you speak to consultants who can actually let you know the type of doors that will be requested for that project you're having.
Okay,
yeah.
Right. Well, we still have a lot of patrons passing by. What do find out from them? Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, and I'm quite excited to be here.
Hey, have you seen anything that you want so far?
I've seen a lot of things I want so far. I saw this security door from Door Masters, and in fact, I'm falling in love with this. Just I have to raise my investment to come for it, so I'm going to work towards that and come for it.
Even good discount. Yesterday, I spoke to them. They were giving some 15% or 10% discounts.
I happen to see a 50% discount, but I want like 30% discount. So we are still talking. Hopefully, we'll get there. Yeah, but I think it's a good thing. We also went to Elegant Homes. In fact, they have quite good packages over there. I think that everybody should try and own one. I'm actually scheduling a meeting with them, and hopefully very soon I also take my dream home away. So yes, it's quite a good experience. And I think STL also is inspired some good offers over there. In fact, I'm quite overwhelmed about the numbers and then how people are willing.
First Habitat Fair, or you usually pass by anytime there's an EcoBank?
No, it's actually, I would say, my second. The first time I think happened was Conference Center. And then once in a while, I passed through at the Tema Junction.
We have other clinics.
But that one, I didn't engage like this. So I was saying, this is my first time really engaging and taking my time to kind of go through and understand how things work. And I would say it's been a good experience. It's been a good experience.
See you soon.
Definitely.
All right, thank you. All right, so we're still here at the Achimota Retail Center, getting to know or giving you all the atmosphere here. But then let's get closer to Western Villas. Hello, Western Villas. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Oh, don't worry, I'll hold it for you. When I come to Western Villas, what am I expecting?
Okay, we are very excited to showcase our latest project. That is Western Villas. We are located at Ayimensa, and it features 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom houses with social amenities like a gym, indoor gym, a sports center, and a swimming pool. And the good thing is we are giving a 10% discount on people who like to pay outright. And we have a payment plan, a very flexible one, of course, and a convenient one for those who want to pay in installments, up to 12 months installments. Yes. And we have executive plots of land at McCarthy Hill, which is located at a very strategic location with optimal growth and returns. Yes.
Okay, so if you want a land, if you want a villa, any apartment, whatever thing you need to purchase, we need to come to Western Villas. Now, is this your first time being part of Living News?
Actually, our second time.
And how was it for you?
So far, I would say it was good. It was good, yes. Yeah.
This year in associations, I know we started yesterday.
Yes, it's been okay so far. People are trooping in with time, and we are hoping to seal some deals, I must say. Yeah.
Hey, just as you heard her, she's hoping to seal some deals, but you better pass by. There's still time. So we'll definitely get interactive with you later on.
To reach out is 053-650-2295, or you can visit our website on www.westernvillas.com.
But still, you can pass by Achimota Retail Center and get interactive with Western Villas. All right, so we're still here. Now let me move closer. Currently, I'm at Right House Energy Limited. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
How are sales going?
Not bad. Not bad. There are a lot of people passing through.
Okay. Now, when I come to Right House, what am I expecting?
Okay. We are the masters in solar installation. So we are into the design and then audit, and then we are also looking at installation of solar systems and then the sale of solar materials like inverters, batteries, and then solar panels. So that's what you expect when you come to. Right.
Now, is this your first time being part of the EcoBank Joinees Habitat?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And how has it been for you? You started yesterday, and today, how has it been for you so far?
Oh, I think it's impressive. It's impressive, yeah. We have gotten a lot of people coming through.
And we know what were some of your expectations before joining the EcoBank, joining Habitat?
My expectations have been met. I was expecting people to ask of it and appreciate it, and then later come and do it. We are doing a special package now. So most of them have promised that next week they'll contact us to do something for them.
Definitely. I mean, we haven't ended in yet.
Exactly.
All right, so you've heard from Right House Energy Limited right here at the Achimota Retail Center. They're looking forward to see you. Don't just only call them. You can also pass by wherever you find yourself at. You can still pass by and make inquiries about your products and all that. Currently, I'm also at DBS Industries. DBS, you've been with them for quite a while now. DBS, how are you doing?
We're good. We are doing very well.
How's sales going today?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, eh? I mean, how was it for you yesterday? I wouldn't even go to last year, but if last year wasn't good, you won't be back.
Sure. For that.
But we started yesterday. How was it for you?
Yesterday was good. We did the lunch, and then actually the rain set in, and then we bounced back again.
The rain there was blessings. It was blessings.
And we bounced back again. Today we are here. We are expecting more people to come to visit us at the Achimota Retail Center.
Hey, right. Just as you've heard from DBS, pass by. There are a lot of roofing sheets and all that. They have a lot of things in store for you being a newbie or whoever is constructing. You can still pass by. We're still live here at the Achimota Retail Center. So we'll be still engaging more patrons who are passing through here to find out how excited they are to be here and basically what are some of the things that they've been looking for. All right, so we'll still be engaging more people. So as to when we get more people, we'll definitely reach out or get back to you in the studio. Over to you in the studio, Puma.
Hello. Okay, please, wherever you are, try and make your way to the Achimota Retail Center. Is your one-stop shop for all your housing solutions. Well, moving on. Construction has begun on the Ghana-Korea Center of Excellence for IT-based startups and Asian research at the University of Ghana. Well, the project is being executed by the Korea International Cooperation Agency. Once completed, the facility will support initiatives in technology, academic research, and startup development. Nanama Akono reports.
Youth unemployment and limited access to cutting-edge technological resources continue to stall innovative breakthroughs across the country. However, the construction of the Ghana-Korea Center for Excellence for IT-based startups and Asia research by KOICA could help change that, thanks to the strategic partnership between Ghana and the Republic of Korea. Speaking to Joy News, the Korean ambassador to Ghana said his country hopes to provide young people with space, tool and mentorship to build visible tech businesses.
Actually, I'm really happy to join this groundbreaking ceremony today. My government is building this GK Impact Center as a token of friendship between Korea and Ghana, government by government and people to people. So actually this GK Impact Center has two pillars. One is ICT center, second one is Asian studies. I mentioned the ICT is a backbone of the development of the economy in these days. So now Ghana has a big infrastructure, but I realize that we need some more cutting edge facilities and teaching skills about ICT. So through this ICT center, maybe many young Ghanaian people can experience and learn about the ICT.
The Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Gordon Awandari, also expressed gratitude to KOICA for funding the initiative. It said the center will provide a transformative environment not only for the University Center for Asia Studies, but also for Ghanaian youth as a whole.
This project is going to impact on the university's mission to deliver high quality training and research in a number of ways. First is that it is going to provide a physical presence to our Center for Asian Studies, which has had to, squat in various buildings for this period. So now it gives it, a physical presence, and give opportunities to students to train.
As Ghana works to build a digital economy and create sustainable jobs for its youth, this center stands as a model for what could be achieved when countries invest in people rather than promises. Nanama Akono's report read to you.
Well, Ghana's democracy is failing its people. That's the blunt verdict from the former Unilever executive and thought leader Yao Nsako, who delivered a scathing critique of the country's elite-driven political system during this year's humanities lecture at the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. In a fiery address titled Iniquity of Inequities in our Santa Claus democracy, Mr. Nsako accused the ruling class of using democracy as a facade for exclusion and enriching themselves while majority remain trapped in poverty. There's more in this report.
Yao Nsako says Ghana's democracy, now in its 32nd year under the Fourth Republic, has become a Santa Claus democracy where politicians shower voters with gifts during the election season but ignore their suffering the rest of the time.
The smell of a Santa Claus democracy, ladies and gentlemen, is a pungent, bothersome smell. It reminds one of a decaying democracy, one in which the people lose agency. I am an opponent of every single coup in our political history and will oppose any attempt at one in the future.
He argued that the system favors a small elite, whom he likened to wolves, feeding off public resources, while the majority of Ghanaians remain trapped in extreme poverty, mass illiteracy, and indignity.
There's always a choice to be made between, for example, building a health system that works for all, or building an elite health facility for only parliamentarians. We can develop processes that make national health insurance functional for all, or default to a system that makes the process easier for only the political elites to receive medical treatment abroad. The principle should be clear by now.
Yao Nsako called for an urgent rethinking of Ghana's development model, critiquing the blind faith in privatization and calling instead for a competent, people-centered state that delivers inclusive growth.
People-based development requires a competent state, is my next sub-theme. One area where there's insufficient diversity in thinking and practice within the political class is that they largely uphold the view that the state must be beaten into retreat. Privatization is presented as a panacea, the state or government as a liability. If this had the enduring validity of reasoning it is presented with, we should be very well off in Ghana. The state, or the public sector, if you prefer that expression, must play a pivotal role in the development project.
He issued a clarion call for a national dialogue and constitutional reform to redefine the role of chieftaincy in Ghana's democratic governance, as he described chieftaincy institutions as both vital and vulnerable. He ended by calling on the country's intellectual and professional class to rise above indifference and reclaim their civic responsibilities as central pillars of a thriving democratic society. Faustina Safo for Joy News.
And that's it for Joy Newsroom. Please don't forget, if you want more stories, log on to myjoyonline.com. And also, the Habitat Fair is also underway at Achimota. Do well to pass by. My name is Denise Apomaide. Have a lovely afternoon.